First off, I just want to say, well, congratulations on advancing, and it's been a privilege covering you guys this year. And thank you guys for being so nice during all your press conferences. Um, can you just, it was Lexi's final time competing in Coleman Coliseum. She's been in the staple in the lineup since her freshman year. What was her emotion like after the game?
Her emotion was just appreciation that she got to do this for her ladies, and she knew that we really needed her vault, and she pushed through. She did everything she possibly can to find a way to contribute tonight, and she did it in the very best she possibly could. So I think her emotion is gratefulness that we get to move forward and then we're not done and this season continues. But at the same time, a lot of grit and passion that she was able to pull it off because she's, in a lot of pain and she's working through it. So very proud of her for that.
Mikey, you're next.
Yes, it's related to that. So, I kind of said last night that it was going to be, or sorry, last night you said that it was ultimately her call to not compete yesterday. Was that also her call tonight to decide to go out on the vault, or did you make that decision for her for the good of the team?
Oh, the conversations with Lexi have always been about, you know, her safety and what's in the best interest of Lexi. And so she wanted to compete, and she did all the necessary things between rehabbing and game ready and ice and all those things to hopefully be able to do it. And so that was her decision to do it. I'm not going to force someone to do it. I knew she wanted to help her team. So it was definitely her decision to move forward.
Jess, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Some of the team's strongest performances have come in the postseason this year. What are the main keys or techniques the coaching staff is using to ensure the gymnasts are peaking at just the right time?
Well, the process has started back in August, and we go in different phases. And so, we've had so many moments this season where our ladies have become more mentally tough. They have more competitive experience in different environments. And so every single time you compete, you get stronger, you get more aware, you become just more educated on the process. And I heard one of our athletes talk about that half this team has never experienced a postseason. And so, if they just focus really on what they do every day, and one of the things, like I saw on balance beam tonight, is they started to get hesitant, and that performance isn't how we do it in beam in practice every day. And so that's a very teachable moment going into the next meet. Honestly, I'd rather have it happen right now so that we can go in and say, okay, this is the lesson we learned at the regional championship. It's going to be just as competitive or more so when we go to the national championship. So how do we, in practice, be very intentional and deliberate of creating that environment, so the next time we get a chance, we just do a better job.
Coach, this is the first time that we've competed 2 nights in a row, and it's also the first time we've had a chance to advance to the national championship in 2 years. What did you see from your team tonight?
Well, first of all, it's an honor to move on, and you never, ever take it for granted. I think this team has just fight in them. I think they've been extremely disciplined. They've been mentally tough, and they love each other, and they do it for one another, and it's for a higher purpose. And so they're grounded really well, and I think that it's really coming from an intrinsic place. And when that starts to happen, amazing things take place. And so we've seen some miracles this season. We continue to show more just fierce graceness, I would say, and they're just a fantastic group to work with.
All right, anything else from the media? All right, Mikey, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. I asked the athletes about this, but from your perspective, what was it going through your head when you paid that tribute to Fluff in his seat after the meet was over?
Well, when you have a super fan that shows so much greatness and so much passion for Alabama athletics, and for someone to be so young, my condolences to his family, and just that it shows that we have to continue to respect the virus and do the right things and do everything we possibly can to stay safe. And even when we do that, sometimes things happen. And I think that it gives you perspective on life, that it can change very quickly. But the whole reason we wanted to honor him was because of his passion for greatness for the University of Alabama, and that will be something that is going to be missed.
All right, anything else? Tess, go ahead.
Coach, you mentioned that beam tonight wasn't exactly the way y'all typically do it in practice, and I saw you giving a little pep talk to Louisa where it looked like you were doing a calm down motion with your hands. Maybe do you remember what you said to her before her performance?
Well, she was, even during warm-up, she was a little up here, and so I was trying to get her just to calm down. And I just tell her to, have faith and confidence, trust herself, let go, let God, because she is designed for that moment. And she amazes me, and she settles down and does a beautiful job. And I just really love watching how exquisite she is, how confident she is. And she has really come through week after week, lineup after lineup. And so she's got that just competitive greatness that the girls have talked about. It comes from poise and confidence. And the ladies have had they work hard every day. And so that was the goal, is just to get her to calm down, trust, and let go. Be free.